All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Mace. I am coming to you from Canada, and this is an interesting topic, the workforce or the aging workforce, and just employment, I think, in general. And yeah, let's just get into the video, man, and then we'll talk about it at the end. Denmark's elderly step up to fill the void left by dwindling youth. Focus on Europe. Sorry, I chuckled there a little bit because my dad. I had dinner with my parents yesterday, and my dad was talking about a story. He was camping in not this summer coming up, the last summer, and he was talking too much, gabbing, as he would call it, and he tripped, and he fell, and he hit his head on like a tree, I think, out in the woods, and he was relaying this story to my uncle's new girlfriend, and the new girlfriend said to my dad, "Oh, well, that happens quite often with elderly people." And he was perturbed to be called elderly. He was not too pleased about that, which is fair enough. He's not old yet. Well, he's 72, but elderly, yeah, it was just funny. So she's in his bad books, as he says, jokingly, of course. All right, let's go.
It's 10 a.m. and Torben Alstrup's getting ready for his midday shift as a bus driver. He's 83, so why is he going to work in the first place?
He's 83? Dude looks pretty good, man.
I'm healthy and energetic. I look forward to my job.
Torben drives his bus in a city and rural center.
The dude is in fantastic shape. He's 83, and of course, like, if you want to work, if you want to keep working, hey, that's fantastic. That's amazing, man. And the thing is, it's going to keep his mind sharp. It's going to keep you're physically active. You're getting stimulation and fulfillment. It's cool.
Jutland. He only learned to drive at age 70. Before retiring, he was a professional soldier and business consultant, but he wasn't content with the pensioner's life.
Just rode his bike
so
around,
he went back to work.
When you enjoy work, you enjoy life. And I think you'll also have a longer life.
It's a great way to look at it.
Torben doesn't need the money. After 40 years of employment, he's got a good pension. His wife is also long past 60 and still working, and they both still have time to tend their garden and a few beehives.
This is where I relax. And I always have enough time for it.
Denmark shares a common problem with most other European countries.
Demographics? Is it not enough youth? And then an aging population? This is happening in a lot of countries around the world, right? Like, that's why we need so many healthcare workers. Like in British Columbia and Canada, there's a shortage of like nurses, healthcare workers, things like that, because there's going to be a huge aging population. The boomers are retiring overall, and
too many seniors.
Thing is, if they're not in good shape, they need a lot of assistance at a certain age. So I think what he's doing, 83 years old, still working. My dad still works. He's 72. He's still working, and keeps you sharp. My dad can still outwork me, man, guaranteed. He can He's stronger than me. Let's just say that. I bet.
And not enough young people. By 2050, 1 out of 4 Danes will be older than 65. Even Denmark's trade unions approve of government and business initiatives encouraging pensioners to return to work. Every year, Denmark's Public Services Trade Union votes for the best over 60, men and women who just won't.
What is the retirement age typically in Denmark? You guys can let me know that.
Won't quit.
No coffee.
Many of our members want to keep working past retirement age, but then they expect more flexibility, that is, fewer work hours per week, or if they're supervisors, less responsibility. I hope we can one day say we'll take everyone who can and wants to go on as long as possible.
When the 83-year-old arrives at work, he has to take the mandatory breath test. In addition, he has to take a driving test at
What's the breath test? Is that to test for alcohol?
regular intervals. and he's quite popular with his coworkers. Even the 20-something-year-old trainees think he's
Pretty cool. I don't have much contact with people of his age otherwise, but for his age, he's just awesome at this.
I don't have much contact with people of this age otherwise. I think, like in Canada, I've thought about that recently, that I want to figure out where I can maybe volunteer or connect clients that I work with, because I work with, youth clients, teenagers around that age group who could really, I think, benefit from some social connection with older people. And when you get, a youth around some older people, their demeanor changes. They just automatically sort of have a reverence, I think, for them, and like a caring nature. So even if you have a kid that might act up quite a bit normally, you take them to like a volunteer position with some older people, and they'll just listen to them and talk to them, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
His boss doesn't see what's supposed to be so special about her senior employee's age either.
We have several older bus drivers, and many of them changed to this occupation later in life. They wanted a quieter work routine, and they stay with us as pensioners. My job is to make sure they're all fit enough for this occupation, cognitively and physically. And I'm happy to do it, because they're such wonderful employees.
Torben is popular with his passengers too. Most of them are students who take the bus from small villages where they live to their school in the nearest county town and back. They like seeing Alstrup at the wheel.
As long as someone's making sure he's able to do his job, I have nothing to worry about.
Torben says nobody's ever complained that he's too old for the job. Public attitudes are changing.
It's like anybody, regardless of age, you need to make sure that somebody is cognitively okay to drive. I actually know somebody who recently was told that, well, they weren't told, their license was not renewed because they had to take a cognitive test and they failed it. They're old, but older, I should say. But yeah, he seems real sharp, Torben.
Now, in political debates, they're saying they can make good use of us senior citizens. I'm glad I'm living in a time when nobody expects us to just be modest and grateful anymore.
So Torben sees to it that the bus arrives on time. He'll leave it up to someone else to solve the problems that come with an aging society in his home country, Denmark.
Interesting. Yeah, for what it's worth, a very interesting topic, I think. Demographics, aging populations. And there's certain countries that are in they have serious issues, and they're going to face serious problems with some of the demographic outlooks. There's just not enough kids a lot of the times, and then with the aging populations, yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't know, man. Let me know your thoughts down below, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.